Hey everybody, it's Scott, here to tell you how you can win a 28 chain practice basket with custom disc giant graphics, a deluxe bag, collectible discs, shirts, a hoodie, hats, and all kinds of gear for as little as $1 at the upcoming Big Bad Raffle that's going down this Saturday at Lizard Peak. Stay tuned for details and a peek at all kinds of good stuff that you might win if you get in on the fun of the Big Bad Raffle. So stay tuned and we'll check it out. Now, the first thing I gotta tell you before we get started on the prize parade is that tickets are 1 for $1, or the ticket deal, 25 tickets for $20, and that's 5 free chances to win. You don't have to be in the upcoming tournament, and you don't even need to be present to win, because the Big Bad Raffle will be live televised on the Reno Disc Golfers Facebook page this Saturday, September 13th at about 5 p.m. If you miss the broadcast, it will stay up on the Reno Disc Golfers Facebook page for you to check it out, and we'll also post winning tickets underneath that video for a quick view if you just want to jump on and see if you've won anything. If you're not at the raffle on Saturday to collect your prizes in person, you can collect them at Lizard Peak the next day during the event at Tournament Central under the gazebo anytime Sunday. And if you don't make it Sunday, prizes will be held for 2 weeks at Disc Giant for you to come by at your leisure and grab your loot. You gotta be in it to win it. So let's get into some of the awesome prizes that you might win if you're a ticket holder for the Big Bad Raffle. The first thing we want to take a peek at is this Upper Par Deluxe Disc Golf Bag. It holds tons of equipment. This model is the Pinch Pro. We're going to take a peek at it here, how it looks with a bunch of discs in it. This holds up to 25 discs. You may even get more of them in there, depending on how you put them in. And Upper Park's known for extremely durable bags, but also for being one of the lightest bags on the market, making them super popular. Next up, we've got 2 full sets of custom Disc Giant glasses with Disc Giant art. These are limited edition, and these pint glasses have been extremely popular and make for a great prize. There's 1 full set, and there's another full set wrapped up here. For protection, those will both be available up for grabs. When we do a Big Bad Raffle, you're going to see that we'll take a bag and we'll start tossing prizes in it. Here's a Legend of Lizard Peak towel from a few years back. We might grab this Halo. I'm not sure what year this is. This was a few years back, and some people like particular runs of tour discs, but we might take a towel, we might take a destroyer, we might take a pair of Disc Giant socks, we might take one of these double wall insulated, complete with 2 different tops. One's a straw top, one's a chug stop. This is works like a thermo flask. A high-end water bottle. We might take these 3 items, and we might toss in, we've already got 1 disc in there. We might toss in an extra disc and say, hey, here's this one-of-a-kind double stamped, whatever it is, Valkyrie. Toss those together, and we might also grab, hey, look, here is a custom Disc Giant shirt, formats, wicking material, and we'll toss all those together, and that's 1 prize package. All that stuff, of course, is available up for grabs in the Big Bad Raffle. Here is a Breathe, Focus, Throw, Relax Wizard. We'll toss that in there. This is if someone's got a Zuka cart, this is a padded top for a Zuka cart. If you don't have one, you might put it up or put out a word to give one to your friends or trade it for something. Here's a Disc Giant hip fanny pack to stash your stuff. There's a one-of-a-kind double-stamped Disc Giant art polecat, and here is a tie-dye cotton with alien Disc Giant art from one of Disc Giant's events. This one actually out in Elko, but it just says Disc Giant. It has some cool disc golf graphics. Those are up for grabs in the raffle. That could be a prize package. Look, there's towels to help round out these prize packages. There's some different Disc Giant towels in here. Another thermo flask-like water bottle, same performance. Double stashed mini. Stash some snacks in there, but it's airtight. Your mini will be with you to have some jelly beans or whatever. Here's a matching pair with custom Disc Giant art, one of a kind because they're double stamped. This is art from a fundraiser that we used to help fund Washoe Golf Course. Here is a stuff sack that's got food safe lining. We had paid a local seamstress to make these for us. We had our art custom printed on them. There's some more prizes. More socks. Here is a custom Disc Giant. Perfect time of year. We've got more of these in the shop. These were super popular. Awesome hoodie with Disc Giant art, cool colors. There's even graphics inside the hood with a chain pattern to keep you cozy out on your rounds or hanging out watching the Disc Golf Pro Tour in your house. We've got two of these actually. One of them's not in here right now. Mini disc golf basket to toss. There's even bottle caps included to sit at your kitchen counter or at your desk or whatever. Here's one more of those alien graphic tie-dyes. Here's a Disc Giant custom full color Buzz. There might be some of these things in there where you just put some pins and that's a mini knee pad in, and we'll toss it in with a prize package like a limited edition Maximus Meyer Rock. 3 custom printed. Here is a one-of-a-kind double printed Glow AVR 3 with Disc Giant graphics. There's a first run Colossus. You get to mash these. Oh no, it's not a Colossus. It's a G-Star Shrike. This is the first run of Shrikes were G-Star. This is a 168, and someone should be able to throw that thing quite a distance if they get a hold of it. Here's a limited edition back from 2016, brand new Glow Zone. Fantastic disc if you haven't checked it out. Here's a custom mini that someone made with epoxy, a swirly epoxy. That's pretty sweet. The little graphic they put in there. That's going to be in there. We'll probably toss that in the prize package. Here's a matching pair of Glow custom Disc Giant Glow Fireflies. They're swirly, they're glow, they're awesome. If you don't know this, Nate Sexton, that's his preferred putter. And that is actually, there's a few treasures. We paid local disc dye artist Deanna Worth to create for us. There is a one-of-a-kind dyed Watt, and there is a one-of-a-kind dyed macro Tesla. There's a James Conrad Holy Shot Envy. And speaking of James, here is a James signed back when he was sponsored by Trilogy. He's got his Wheaties knockoff. This is a James Conrad Saint Pro signed with his PDGA number. And we're tossing in some more socks to help make the prize packages. There's a Lizard Peak pair to help make the prize packages that we put together more exciting. And we're adding a couple more hats to the prize offering. Okay, while we're talking about putters up for grabs, these actually have wood mixed into the plastic. If you smell them, you can smell it. It smells like a wood shop or sawdust. It's awesome. These are rubber wood AVRs, highly sought after and highly collectible. Just a disc that's fun to have. Rubber wood AVRs, here's one in there. Actually, there's a matching pair. Those are going to go as one prize. And then we have a one-of-a-kind double-stamped rubber wood AVR that has graphics. Both of these have graphics from last year's Legend at Lizard Peak. There is a crystal decanter set. This was donated by our friends at Boomtown Casino. So there's a little logo on these, but does it say that these are crystal? I don't know, but they're heavy duty for your cocktail enjoying pleasure at your little parties or get-togethers. Here's a fun item. Ernie's up at South Lake Tahoe. This is a Glow Zephyr, because Zephyr's one of the courses there. It's a Frisbee, as a lid, great for playing catch between rounds or warming up before a tournament. Here's a Disc Giant. We're missing some shirts. I'm going to go grab them. There's some more shirts that are going in here. Here's a woman's Disc Giant, custom Disc Giant dry fit. Here is, we're getting to the shirts. There's a couple Turtle Rock dry fits in this raffle. Those are fun. There's a few of them in different sizes. There they are, with, of course, Disc Giant graphics. Oh, if you haven't thrown one, I can't recommend enough. A flat top. We pay to have these flattened. KC Pro Rock has a very specific flight. I love these through the forest, the way they flip up and glide. Just one of my absolute favorite discs when I am in the forest, but that will be up for grabs in the raffle. Another custom double stamped, one of a kind. This one's a Star Thunderbird at 167. Here we have a That's a nice one. This is graphics. It says Disc Golf is Life from this year's Portola tournament, but again, one of a kind because it's double stamped, and this is a Halo Star Turn. There's some more discs in. This one's tasty. Zone fans will love this. Collectors will love this. This goes way back to the first year of Discraft Tour Series discs when they first came out with the 4-claw Macbeths, all of that stuff. This release was in there. But Brian Earhart Zone, you'll see that these are swirly, and this plastic, this Z plastic, was nice and stiff. And God, I got to tell you, if you are a Zone fan, which I am, you are going to love this. Of course, since I'm sponsored by Innova. Since I've been sponsored by Innova, my favorite disc to replace the Zone has been a Toro, and I love it. But anyway, that's a great Zone up for grabs. Another full color Las Vegas Disc Golf Club. I believe this design was from 2016. It's a 180 Star Rock. Kind of cool. Kind of a cool, yeah, look at that. Cool stuff. I'm good friends with a lot of people in the Las Vegas Disc Golf Club and the people that run it. So we do some projects together. This is an unusual prize. This straps to your hip if you want to, or your leg, if you want to cruise around the disc golf course like a disc golf ninja or disc golf superhero, and you want to just pull discs out of your quiver and sling them. Anyway, that might be fun to check out. You may get use out of it. And the other thing you could do with this, if you don't want to use it like that, this could act as an extension to your existing bag by just taking this strap and popping it through the top carrying strap on your existing bag. So, hey, how about that? Fun. Here's a bag full of bonus prizes. I think there's stuff in here. Well, first of all, this bag would be cool for carrying stuff around. This was donated by Tim Davish. There's a couple things in there like, hey, look, it's a Snoop, it's a koozie. There's, oh, this is cool. This flexible disc giant mini. Those are awesome. You can put them in your pocket and sit on them when you're in the car. Forgetting it's in your pocket, it's not going to mess up your butt cheek. There's some disc giant decals in there, coaster. There's a little, I'm not sure what you call that, a little ashtray thing or little cocktail tray or something like that. It's just some bonus prizes that will round out a prize package. Kind of cool. There's, oh, we need more hats in here. We're going to add more hats. And what I'm going to tell you, hey, look, there's a leather patch disc giant hat, snapback. What I'm going to tell you is a lot of times we'll start out with just these prizes. Here is a Sour Diesel Super Soft shirt because I did art for this company a while back. And anyway, look, there's more disc giant shirts. But what I was going to tell you, jerseys or dry fits, the Flying Eye. What I was going to tell you, extra towel, another disc giant dry fit. We start with this many prizes. A lot of people come to the event and donate additional prizes. They swing by the shop and toss more stuff in the prize basket. And sometimes, like I just noted, we're going to grab some more hats and toss them in here. A couple with the new Legend of Lizard Peak art. So here is an extra wide, great sun-stopping, sun protection disc giant hat. These are called boonie hats. So great sun protection, waterproof, weatherproof, all of that stuff, sweat proof. So SPF, I believe 50 plus. But anyway, someone's going to get a hold of that bad boy. That's a great hat. And a smaller brimmed bucket hat. There's a custom disc giant bucket hat. Of course, there's awesome bonus items like this this pair of Code Brown Commandos emergency underpants in handy dandy compact tin to keep in your bag in case there's any emergencies. There's also, of course, in every Big Bad Raffle, an authentic luchador mask, which will be worn by the winner for the first hole on the next round Sunday if they are in the tournament. It's a Big Bad Raffle tradition, and one such winner aced on the third hole because at a previous tournament, because he kept the mask on for the duration of 3 holes until he hit that ace. There's also an Aztec death whistle. If you don't know what this is, we'll talk more about it in the raffle, but here's a sample of how it sounds. Don't worry, that one's mine. All kinds of wacky goodness in the Big Bad Raffle. And of course, last but not least, we're going to focus now on the grand prize. It doesn't come with the towel. The towel will go in a different prize package. This is all you get when you get drawn this, because this is the grand prize. Let's take a closer look at the custom Disc Giant Legend of Lizard Peak basket. This is a 28 chain Innova basket that has been custom splatter painted to complement the custom lizard graphics. We're gonna pan down here, and we're gonna see that not only does the band have custom graphics, and not only does it have a custom paint job, but the base pull also has the three-eyed psychedelic Legend of Lizard Peak lizard on the base pull. So a very sweet, one-of-a-kind custom Disc Giant basket for the grand prize winner of the Big Bad Raffle. So there you have it, folks. You got to be in it to win it. So get on down to Disc Giant and get your tickets and get them in the drum before Saturday. And if you're seeing this on Saturday before 5 o'clock, there's still a chance for you to get in on the Big Bad Raffle by coming down to Lizard Peak and grabbing them in person before we go live with the drawing at approximately 5 o'clock Saturday. Hope to see you in it for Disc Giant's Big Bad Raffle for this year's Legend of Lizard Peak. Scott, out.